Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. You can... Feel the energy here in Barclays Center. The Nets looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
And that one's good. Green. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's McDaniels. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And it's Ball in the corner. Pass to Ivicic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ivicic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is clearly an area that LaMelo Ball takes pride in, the ability to set up his guys.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Williams. Outside, Avdia. Pass the ball. From the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Now here's Ball. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense. The pretty dunk brings down the house.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Ivicic gets the bucket. Ivicic has got 7 points in the game. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And Williams, here we go. Here's Hendricks to the left side wing. 4 on the clock. And Williams slams it in.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Outside, Ball. Back to Williams. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Wizards trailed by 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside, Ball. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. Outside, Avdia. That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. And Washington making a change here. Here's Johnson. 1:57 left to play in the first. Pass to McCain. Back to Johnson. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Williams with the ball. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Johnson with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's Johnson. Following.
Oh, my goodness.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Claxton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Wizards trailed by 4. Wells' shot is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's good, 2 points. Ball's got his third bucket of the night.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
And to the Antetokounmpo, shot's good.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Thomas. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Nets lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Here's Ball. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Russell intercepted. In transition, here come the Nets. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordy Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Right side, Russell. Another shot. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right side to Walker. And the rejection by Jackson. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Pass to Thor. Back to Thomas. Here's Ivicic. Buries it down low. Ivicic has got 9.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Thor. On the wing, Walker. Here's Thor. Guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Ball with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
A nice shot by McCain.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Thor. Outside, Ball. Thomas up top. Onto the Kumbo with the steal. And then Henderson with the dunk.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Pass to Ivicic. Offline with his 3. The Wizards with the lead. Here's McCain. Walker with the rebound. So it's Brooklyn now. And Thomas has it in the corner. Good on the triple. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Green. He has 5. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. McDaniels got the lead up to 1 now for the Wizards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Williams. Drives to the hoop. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
Johnson, a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got 10 points.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw, good, Bryant. Both free throws good for Bryant. And so Green will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 3. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now here's Kobe. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Wizards trailed by 3. Green in the post. 5 points in the game. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Brooklyn ahead, leading by a point. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up on you. Might have just surprised the shooter.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 6. Good! Giannis from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Stolen by Henderson. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Pass to Hendricks. And here's Kobe, guarded by Green. To stop the run. Oh, that was a creative jam by Kobe.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular.
Oh my goodness! Wow. What a play!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
It's stolen by Green.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
And Green learning the ins and outs of NBA defense. That's the right gamble and leads to the breakout.
Now here's Bryant. He has 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Hendricks. On the wing, Williams. Clock at 4. Screen by Claxton. Count that bucket. Williams has got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Rebound by the Wizards.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
In that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Now here's Kobe. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. The shot misses.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Here's Green with the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Left side, Abdia. Outside, Walker. Lets the 3 fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Henderson looking it over. Here's Green. Here's Czar. No good with the layup. Nets trailed by 3. Here's Ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Ball's got 11 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
LaMelo Ball, a guy who is so unique in terms of his frame and the game, but boy, the potential is limitless.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
Ball with it. Now Henderson defending. Nice move. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And it goes down 2 points.
has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And they're just not sharp offensively right now, and it's starting to hurt them.
Washington leading now by 4. Pass to Jackson. Now Wells from deep. Traps in the tray. Wells has got his second basket of the night.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's McCain. He has 5. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitutions on the court.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Walker. 6 points for him. Here's Ivasic. Outside, Avdia. Stolen by McDaniels. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. 3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Nets trailed by 4. Now DiVincenzo. Outside, Walker. Pass to Thor. Clock at 6. Shoots over McDaniel. Thor, no good. Wizards leading by 4. And here's Jackson. And it's Russell in the corner. Back to Jackson. Here's McCain. Offensive rebound. Here's Russell. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And the Nets with possession here. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The kick out to Walker. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
McCain. He gets that one. And the Wizards lead by 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half. That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a 1-possession game.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And out the line, shooting 2. Walker.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. Wizards leading by 5. Claxton with the steal. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Russell. Outside, Walker. Double clutches. And the layup is up and in.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
It's hauled in by Claxton. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Washington now. 3-point lead. Pass to McCain. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's McCain. Jackson with the screen. Puts it up from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Back to Williams. Here's Ivasic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Wizards leading by 5. Johnson outside. Pass to Jackson. Here's McCain. He's covered by Ball. Williams with the steal. And here's the break. And Thomas has it in the corner. The 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Williams for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Timeout, Wizards. And so Henderson will bring it up for Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's blocked. Poked away. To the paint. Here's Kobe. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Scoot Henderson.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Back to Williams. Over Henderson. The shot by Williams, no good. Here's Green. Kept alive. Broke loose. Here's Kobe. To the wing right side. And again, it's the Nets missing. Henderson right side. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And he makes that one.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Tries the spin move to the middle. Here's Song. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
It's in!
The Melo ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thor. For the tie. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
A real
Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe. Crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night, only on the dark side, baby. All my friends, they call you crazy, but I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off, only on the dark side, baby. Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe. Crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night, only on the dark side, baby. tears on your face, and time will erase. Fact and fiction, this tragic tradition, driving too fast into the past. When you reach through the television screen, I can give you anything. Silhouettes and static.
Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue.
Nice finish. Man, big time right there.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Innocence, no good. Here's Henderson. There's the drive. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play. Like this right in your face.
Here's Green. Inside. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Williams. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards head coach did have a few moments to share with me. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by the Nets. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Ball.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Ball. With the drive. The kick out to Williams. That three's off the mark. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Ball. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Antetokounmpo outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Ball. Pass to Hendricks. Knocks down the triple.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Now McDaniels. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for McDaniels.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Ball with it. Henderson picks him up. Back to Ball. Rebounded by Green.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Henderson for three. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
The dime dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
Here's Ball. Up and in on the layup. Ball's got 7 points in the game. The Wizards with a lead. Henderson outside.
Tipped. You gotta love the hustle from Ball. Great job rising up. Send it back.
And Williams punches it home. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Now a timeout called by Washington. So both teams making some changes here.
Let's give him a big hand for that dark performance.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Hendricks. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. And that one's good. Green. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The free throw drops for Williams.
2 shots.
And Williams drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, big finish! Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
The Nets with a lead. Bryant outside. Pass to Ivicic. Launches it. Sarr pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And that one is stuffed right through.
What happened?
Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
So what?
Ivicic, that's good.
Trading the lead back and forth.
You got talking about nigga. I'm in the 2K game.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And showing the point guard instincts
not louder than
boy,
nigga.
Giannis can make it look easy.
Pass the ball. Here's Williams. Taken away. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Ball with a steal. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Wells. Back to Henderson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
Washington shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. Henderson hits them both. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first. For 3, DiVincenzo. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Wizards out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Driving in. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
Henderson outside. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Washington with the ball. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Thomas outside. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons.
Come
It's a
on,
quick turnaround
blood.
on the road. Just one game. Here's Thor. Buries it down low.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Wells misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Thor. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Brooklyn. J.T. Thor. Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Washington trailing. Henderson right side. Here's Russell. Off target at the rim. And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Thomas outside. Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Henderson outside. Down low. Oh, don't let Giannis in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Here's Thor. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. All alone on the break.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Henderson. Oh, yes! And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Here's Thor. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up again. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here's Hendricks. And the Nets miss again. Here's Washington now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Washington has possession. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Here's Thor. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
Okay, let's just say it.
Throw it down! Wow!
That is a tough contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's McCain. DiVincenzo covering. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Outside for Green. Offline with a 3. Nets trail by 11. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
There is no secret that Jackson Jr. can score. The D was a little over-aggressive there.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win. A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end. Ball.
Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
And he lobs it up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Nets trail by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It doesn't go for him. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Shot's good. By Sarr. Sarr's gotten 4 this quarter.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
Back to Daniels. He gets it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Washington leading by 11. And here is Antetokounmpo from deep. Sar. Walker pulls down the board. Now Williams. Over to the left wing. Pass to Ivisic. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide-open guy.
On the attack, Green to the inside. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
A strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Washington shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 11. Here's Ivisic. Here's Williams. That one drops for him. Williams has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. And so it's Washington with it. Antetokounmpo. Smith with the rebound. Bryant outside. Smith outside. Kicks it out to Bryant. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henderson. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. The Wizards making a switch here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Ball. Can't get it to fall.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Washington leading by 11. Antetokounmpo inside.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Johnson with it, guarded by Smith. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Pass to McCain. To the middle. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. And he makes the first.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets trail by 17. Here's Thor. They can't stop the run with that one.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
That's tipped. Outside, DiVincenzo. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Wells. And again, Washington, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
He buries it from 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
You let me have my size, baby.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Not a penny.
Outside Johnson. Unloads.
Shift this stuff up.
Nails the wide open jumper.
Good shit.
Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's McCain. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Gets the 3 to fall. Johnson's got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's ball. Rebounded by Johnson.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Pass to McCain. Outside Russell. And he drew the blocking foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Cam Thomas picks one up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's McCain. Pass to Johnson. Here's McCain. 5 to shoot. Now Johnson. Thomas defends. Releases. With the clock winding down. And then Russell with the dunk.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Johnson. And stolen by Claxton. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Left side, Williams. It's rebounded by Washington.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Nets trail by 19. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Thor to the left side wing. From the arc. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Washington, up 19. Don't go away. We'll be back. 47. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Hendricks. Into the lane. The three from Ball. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
Green with the ball. Pass to Sarr. Henderson left side. And stolen by Claxton. It's a one-on-one situation. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Henderson. Takes it inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Assisted.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, it's Washington converting.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Here's Hendricks. Pass to Claxton. Bryant with it. There's the drive. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Now that's how you rock the rim. Give him the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Nets trail by 16. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
He shoots it. The short one's on the money. And the Wizards lead by 18.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Bryant, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to McDaniels. Buries it from 3.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Green with the ball. Claxton picks him up. Count that bucket.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's McDaniels. Ball with the rebound. And Brooklyn with possession here. Back to Bryant. To stop the run. Nice D from Henderson. Wizards leading by 23. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to McCain. There's a screen. From outside the arc. Claxton with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bryant, no good. The Wizards on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Antetokounmpo can't connect. It's Bryant with a drive. Okay, lockout.
Wow. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Pass to McCain. Back to Henderson. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Wizards.
What, Kendall? Sure.
In the Honda, if you see me, just keep moving forward. Cause I'm in business mode.